Hello, guys. What if everything everyone believed about Caffro was nothing more than a dangerous rumor? One shocking accusation is about to turn friends into enemies, destroy trust, and push every relationship to its breaking point. But while everyone is busy judging her, someone begins to see a completely different side of Caffro. The constant arguments, endless teasing, sarcastic remarks, and emotional clashes slowly transform into feelings that can no longer be hidden. Is this really love, or is it just jealousy disguised as hatred? Rose notices the truth before anyone else and hints that people who keep picking on someone are often the ones secretly falling for them. As emotions grow stronger, a mysterious island mission forces Caffro and Note to spend more time together, creating unexpected moments that could change everything between them. Every conversation becomes more personal. Every glance carries a hidden meaning, and every argument seems to bring them even closer instead of pushing them apart. Meanwhile, another person enters the picture, creating a complicated love triangle filled with jealousy, misunderstandings, emotional tension, and impossible choices. Someone finally delivers a powerful warning. If you don't truly love Caffro, then step out of her life before it's too late. But will that warning be enough to stop the growing conflict? Can Note admit the feelings hidden deep inside his heart before someone else wins Caffro's affection? Or will fear, pride, and misunderstandings destroy a relationship that was never given a real chance? The upcoming episode promises emotional confrontations, unexpected confessions, heartfelt moments, intense rivalry, family conflict, hidden truths, and dramatic twists that could completely change the future of every character. Every scene raises a new question. Every dialogue hides another clue, and every decision brings the story closer to an unforgettable turning point. Will love finally defeat pride, or will jealousy ruin everything before the truth is revealed? Stay until the end, because the biggest emotional twist, the most unexpected revelation, and the moment everyone has been waiting for may be just around the corner. As the tension continues to rise, every character is forced to make a choice that could change their future forever. The rumors refuse to disappear, and the damage they have caused becomes more serious with every passing moment. Caffro finds herself surrounded by people who doubt her, while only a few are willing to stand by her side. At the same time, Note struggles with emotions he has never experienced before. The more he tries to hide his feelings, the more obvious they become to everyone around him. His jealousy grows stronger whenever someone gets close to Caffro, yet he still refuses to admit what is truly in his heart. Could this be the beginning of a love story that neither of them expected? Or will their stubborn personalities keep pushing them further apart? The island mission may look like an ordinary task, but it could become the moment that changes everything. Spending time together away from everyone else may finally reveal feelings that words have failed to express. However, just when everything seems to be moving in the right direction, a new misunderstanding threatens to destroy every bit of progress they have made. One unexpected decision could break someone's heart forever, while another could bring two people closer than ever before. Rose continues to observe everything from a distance, quietly understanding the truth long before anyone else. She realizes that every argument, every challenge, and every emotional outburst hides feelings that neither of them is brave enough to confess. But will someone finally speak the truth before it is too late? Or will another person step into Caffro's life and change the direction of the story completely? The emotional pressure keeps building. Friendships are tested, loyalties begin to shift, and every relationship faces a new challenge. Secrets remain hidden, trust becomes fragile, and every small moment carries a deeper meaning than it first appears. With every passing scene, the suspense becomes more intense, making it impossible to predict what will happen next. Is the biggest confession finally about to happen, or is the story preparing viewers for an even greater twist? One thing is certain. The next chapter will bring unexpected emotions, unforgettable moments, and a turning point that no one will see coming. But the story doesn't stop there. As emotions reach their highest point, every decision becomes more dangerous than ever before. Caffro begins to realize that the people around her are no longer acting the same way. The cold arguments slowly turn into silent concern, and the distance between two hearts starts to disappear. Yet every step forward is followed by another unexpected obstacle. A single misunderstanding has the power to erase all the trust they have built together. While one person is finally ready to protect Caffro at any cost, another refuses to let go without a fight. The growing rivalry creates constant emotional tension, leaving everyone wondering who will eventually win Caffro's heart. At the same time, hidden truths from the past threaten to resurface, making every conversation more meaningful and every confrontation more intense. The family conflict continues to grow, forcing every character to choose between loyalty, love, and personal happiness. No one can stay neutral anymore, because every choice will have consequences. Even the smallest actions begin to change the future of everyone involved. As the story moves forward, the chemistry between Caffro and Note becomes impossible to ignore. Their playful arguments slowly transform into emotional moments filled with hesitation, care, and unspoken feelings. The question is no longer whether they have feelings for each other. The real question is who will be brave enough to admit them first. Just when everything seems ready for a heartfelt confession, another shocking event turns the entire situation upside down, proving that love is never as simple as it appears. New challenges, emotional confrontations, unexpected alliances, and heartbreaking choices push every character closer to a life-changing moment. Every episode raises the stakes even higher, making viewers question every relationship and every hidden intention. Will the truth finally clear Caffro's name? Will jealousy destroy a love that is only beginning to bloom? Or will fate bring these two stubborn hearts together despite every obstacle? As the story moves toward its most emotional stage, the atmosphere becomes heavier with every passing moment. Every smile hides uncertainty. Every silence carries unanswered questions, and every glance reveals emotions that words can no longer explain. Caffro stands at the center of a storm created by rumors, misunderstandings, and growing expectations. While some people continue to judge her without knowing the truth, others begin to understand how much she has sacrificed for the people she cares about. Meanwhile, No can no longer ignore the feelings that have been growing inside him from the very beginning. The teasing that once seemed harmless now carries real emotion, and every attempt to hide his heart only makes his actions more obvious. Friends start noticing the change, and even those around them realize that something unexpected is happening between the two. But just as hope begins to appear, another emotional challenge threatens to separate them once again. A difficult choice forces everyone to question what truly matters, protecting their pride or fighting for the person they cannot afford to lose. Trust becomes the most valuable thing in the story, yet it is also the easiest thing to break. One careless decision could undo everything they have worked so hard to build. At the same time, the rivalry refuses to disappear. Someone is still unwilling to give up, believing there is still a chance to win Caffro's heart. This creates even more emotional conflict, making every meeting feel more intense than the last. The story continues to balance heartfelt romance with lighthearted comedy, proving that even in the middle of arguments and misunderstandings, genuine feelings always find a way to shine through. As every mystery slowly begins to unfold, long-hidden truths prepare to come into the light, promising answers that viewers have been waiting for since the beginning. But every answer also creates new questions, keeping the suspense alive until the very last moment. Will Caffro finally find the happiness she deserves? Will Note gather enough courage to confess everything before someone else changes the future forever? Or will destiny take an unexpected turn that nobody could have predicted? The next chapter promises deeper emotions, stronger relationships, unforgettable character development, and dramatic moments that will leave viewers eagerly waiting to see what happens next. The closer the story gets to its biggest turning point, the harder it becomes to predict what will happen next. Every episode adds another layer of mystery, making each conversation, every emotional reaction, and even the smallest detail feel important. Caffro begins to understand that running away from her feelings is no longer possible, while Note finds himself caught between protecting his heart and finally speaking the truth. The distance that once separated them slowly disappears, replaced by quiet moments that reveal more than words ever could. Their journey is no longer just about arguments or misunderstandings. It becomes a story about trust, forgiveness, and learning to see each other beyond first impressions. However, fate refuses to make things easy. Just when they seem ready to move forward, another unexpected obstacle stands in their way, forcing both of them to question everything they believed about themselves and each other. The pressure from family, the influence of close friends, and the weight of painful rumors continue to shape every decision they make. Some people choose to support them, while others continue creating conflict, making it difficult for peace to last. As emotions become impossible to hide, every meeting carries the possibility of a confession, a confrontation, or a heartbreaking goodbye. The growing love triangle adds even more uncertainty, leaving viewers wondering who truly understands Caffro's heart and who is simply chasing an impossible dream. Every emotional scene builds toward a conclusion that feels closer than ever, yet the story keeps surprising everyone with unexpected twists that nobody sees coming. Secrets that have remained hidden from the beginning slowly come into the light, changing relationships forever and forcing every character to face the consequences of their past actions. The emotional stakes continue to rise as loyalty is tested, promises are challenged, and true feelings finally demand to be heard. In the end, the greatest battle is no longer against rumors or misunderstandings, but against fear itself. The fear of losing someone who has quietly become the most important person in your life. Whether love finally triumphs or destiny chooses a different path, one thing is